What's happening, y'all? Time is what's the time? 5:57, Monday, March 5th. I'm in Babylon right now. Went to my brother's house. My brother is in there, and going back to the shelter, and just trying to stay positive, man. But reality setting in, man. You know. So, we'll tell you about this train ride. Went on this train ride on the way back here. I should have taped it. Why didn't I tape it? I'll be forgetting that I have this, and that I have an obligation to show y'all the walks. You know. Because I be so consumed within what I'm trying to do, I forget to show y'all, and then I only remember after. And I be like, oh shit, I gotta do it now. And then, you know, that's when I do it. I forget that it's about y'all. I think this homeless shelter thing is making me be like that, because when you get to a point where you depend on yourself and you know you don't have no one else to depend on, you become more selfish. And I'm seeing that now, because the people who I thought would look out for me didn't, and it's causing me to shift. This thing's still, yeah, it's still on. It's causing me to shift, and I'm becoming a lot more selfish because of a natural shift. Like, I'm shifting towards selfishness rather than staying positive. Like, everything I'm extra sensitive about, everything I'm more like defensive, because I'm at a point of I'm at a low point. So the stuff that I didn't worry about, I worry about now. Like, where am I gonna sleep? Or is this person gonna act funny? Or, you know, just a lot, man. So I'm just at a low point, even mentally, because even dealing with the relationship that I was in, it brings a strain, and it feels like no one loves me. You know, like I'm not worthy to be loved, and it messes with your insecurities, your securities, because like I don't feel attractive, or you know, and it's a fight to get past those stages, because it's just stages, and I know that because I've been through it already. But I guess my what is it? My awareness is on high. That's why everything's more effective. And usually I got to a point where I didn't care, but then last week was so bad for me, and I started caring and started being more sensitive and more, you know, what's the word? Fearful. I started losing hope. Started thinking that this is my reality and maybe I should get a job. And once that happened, and once that triggered inside me, I knew I had to get away, because the only reason why is because I felt nobody believes enough to give me the time to finish. And it causes me to survive. Saying that I'm tired of not being able to eat, having a problem with eating, where, you know, people loan you food money and then they give you a budget. I'm tired of not being able to go as I please or have a destination to go to. And just tired, man. So this week kind of messed up my whole vibe until I got into the music and started writing again. And you see where I'm at, Babylon train station. And I just felt defeated, man, for the first time in a while. You know, the girl who I thought had my back, old fling, old relationship, she turned her back. So it kind of like, it's like I'm understanding that none of these people were supposed to be involved in my life, so I changed my number. And now it's going to be a lot difficult for people to reach me, you know. And I'm just going to stay focused on what I have to do. Anybody that's negative or detrimental to my success, I'm not going to involve myself with no longer. But I'm going to tell you about this train ride. I was on the train, and there's a light-skinned dude and a dark-skinned dude, and I didn't know they had a third person with him. So a light-skinned dude comes into this girl on the train saying, "Yo, what stop you getting off on?" I'm like, okay, kicking game, whatever. But the girl got a boyfriend, he's sitting across from her. Boyfriend didn't stand up and say, "Yo, that's me," nothing like that. He just watched it. She was nervous. She was like, "Oh, you know, I'm getting off at the last stop." He was like, "Yo, you getting off at the last stop? I'm gonna talk to you when you get off this train." So she's prepping herself to get talked to. And then I'm seeing him, and he's like trying to intimidate everybody in the train, because now he's the hood nigga. So he sits down. I'm looking at his sneakers or whatever, and like they're laughing. So I'm like, are they laughing at me? Are they laughing at her? Are they laughing at old boy saying he's a clown? Whatever, you know. So, you know, I'm like, maybe they're laughing at my sneakers. I'm looking at them look down at me. I'm like, okay, I guess they laughing at my sneakers, whatever. But then he sits down, and I look at his sneakers, and then he looks at me, and I'm looking at him, and then he stares me down, so I look away. And I never felt that feeling in a long time. It was fear, you know? It was nervousness, because then he started twisting his fingers up, like acting like he's a gang member or whatever. And that's nervousness on his end. I know that already, but the thing that made me nervous is that I don't know if he had a weapon on him. You know, and that's where his heart came from, because it wasn't coming from the man, it was coming from. And then he nodded over to a person on the other side of the train, and the person nodded back, and I'm like, yo, I'm outnumbered, so if they wanted to do something to me, it can happen. So all I can do is just hit the first person that comes my direction with some bullshit, but I don't know if they're holding, if they're gonna stab me. So I got this nervousness inside of me, thinking that intense. And that's how fucked up life can be, man, you know, that you get your manhood questioned because you're outnumbered, and you don't know what these scared boys is doing these days. Like, they have heart when they're around people, or when they're by themselves, they don't. And that, you don't know what they're holding. So I felt for the first time afraid of death, afraid of getting stabbed, afraid of that pain, because I'm at this low point of depression, not depression, but a low point in life. It makes me not believe in myself, makes me not feel confident enough. So I just wanted to share that story with y'all. Oh shit, damn, the thing wasn't even, it was way up here, sorry. I wanted to share that story with y'all, and let y'all understand that I go through it also. Like, you know, it's one thing to not have fear, but one thing is to have caution. And, you know, I haven't passed the point. Like, once people energize me to make, what's happening? People energize me to make me believe in myself, because I do it for y'all. But I wanted to share that vulnerable moment that people don't want to necessarily share, because you say the word fear, or you say the word I was scared or nervous or whatever, and it makes you seem like you're pussy. It's not that, it's just a real sense of caution where I felt my life could have been threatened, because this is not my surroundings and I am outnumbered, and you don't know inside these baggy clothes what lies in it. And people want to get a name off of, or have a body underneath them. So that's the reality of living in these circumstances. And I just wanted to share that with y'all too.